Welcome to World of Warships with Redsorax. Today I'm going to look at the Kutuzov with some gameplay. Here's my commander, rank 16, Nikolai, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce the last name. And I have it set for a burn build. We'll burn it down XXL, and igniter in my second slot, and the equilibrium of power, which really helps with HE penetration. Then I have precision on the guns in the fourth slot and refill station in the legendary slots. Norman Scott as my first inspiration. Andrew Rue is my second inspiration to counter some of the loss of HE damage. The first module I use is Aiming Systems Mod 1. Steering Gear Mod 2. Steering Gear Mod 3. I'm a much better open water captain. And Fire Control System Mod 2. Giving me 40,700 health. Guns that fire out to 18.2 kilometers at 7.6 seconds. Look at the torpedoes, which I don't use too often. They're not bad. Maximum speed 34 knots with a 3.1 rudder shift time, and the concealment firing and smoke is 7.7. And here we go. We're dropping in on northern waters in a domination mode. We've got the A-cap, so I'm going to initially push hard to the right, and I'm in a division, and my two mates and I discuss what we're going to do. The destroyer is going to push up and spot, and I told him I'm going to do what I can to cover him. Now we move off to the right. Going to use this island as concealment to try and get in as tight as we can quickly. And there goes my division mate in the destroyer. He's going to go push into the base and then cut between the islands. He's in the Udachi, so he's got decent stealth on him. And I'm going to do what I can to cover him when we can. Now if you notice my range, I can reach all the way out to the C-cap. We have the Bismarck in range. Going to line up some guns here, take a shot at him. I can get 2 salvos off before I get into cover, and I'm sure he won't return fire fast enough. First salvo set a fire, and he immediately put it out. So I call that out to my friends. My second salvo does damage, no fire. But I've got 6,300 damage and 2 salvos. I see the Atlanta, and I want to start working on him, because he's actually what's spotting me, or at least I think he's what's spotting me. Take a look which way I'm going. I'm turning my guns the other direction. And then I notice the Nagato and the Udachi. So I've got to get on the Udachi. Put shots out. He smokes up. Can no longer see him. Atlanta's still spotting me because I fired my guns. Get some shots out at the Nagato while I see him. Udachi's back up. Got to work on these if you're in a cruiser, you've got to work on the destroyers as quickly as possible. Now my teammate is going after the Udachi. Now I'm twisting here. This is why I use the multiple steering gear mods. When I saw his shots out, I turned. Some more shots out at the Udachi. Shots failed to land. I'm still being spotted by what's in B because of how big my firing radius is. I can't go back and help with that Udachi because they're all smoked up. I tell my partner to be careful. He's pretty decent. Yet they're in smoke together and they actually can't see each other until right now, and they're about to run into each other and they torpedo each other at point blank range. But at least he took him out. So we have the A cap because he took the A cap going through it. And now I'm just going to spread the fire love wherever I can. This is what makes this ship so dangerous. Battleships just get pounding with it. We have one fire ticking away. Scharnhorst put it out. I've got rounds coming in again. I popped my smoke because I was going to sit here and just spam HE, thinking I was in a good position. And of course, I'm not. My battleship is right there, so I'm going to take shots at the Atlanta, but he gets taken out. My battleship was going to do the spotting, and he's about to be taken out himself. I'll get some shots out at the Iowa, and I believe this is where my battleship gets taken out. Right there, yep. Now I've lost all vision again. And we're down now. We're down in ships. We're up in points. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. So I figure I got to get out and do my own spotting, which makes it really tough. Really tough. See Edinburgh, take pot shots at him. I really want to work on these battleships. So I tried to throw it in reverse here and stop myself from going out, but it was too late. Plus the destroyers got me in range. Just start working on this Scharnhorst. We got another fire. And I know he'd already put the last one out. So he just put this one out. If I can catch another one, we can get him burning permanently. Or at least for 90 seconds. That's how long it takes to get your battleships up and up with your repair again. Or damage control. Trying to get on this Kagero. Kagero's very dangerous. Want to get him out, but he's too tight on the island. Just trying to see what I can do here. Now they're taking A. He's in B. We're still down by ships. And I've really got to start getting some work done. Back on the Scharnhorst. I can't do anything about the Kagero. Got the fire started on the Scharnhorst. Twisting. He fired, so I'm trying to twist out not to give him too much broadside. Doesn't matter if he gives me broadside or not. All I've got to do is hit the top of his ship. Now I've got two fires burning on him. He's clicking away pretty nice. See if I can't get a fire started on another ship. The good thing about fire is that you can spread it around and it's always burning as long as they don't have their repair done. Now he's repaired his fires, which is the smart time to do it when you have the two fires. And we got him again. Now for at least 90 seconds that fire is going to burn. Now you can repair all the damage back from one fire. But I've already set him on fire multiple times. Just trying to keep on the pressure with him. Give some of the Geniza. Now I'm a little too flat here. Giving too much broadside. And the Scharnhorst is about to punish me for it. And there it was. That was a citadel to me. Not too bad. But that's where Scharnhorst guns are really good at punishing cruisers. You don't really get a lot of overpins with it. And I know I've been irking the mess out of him. I've burnt so much off of him, he's just can't stand it. And that fire's still burning from where we set it. I'm just wanting to finish him off. And he gets taken out by the King George. Now we're going to go for the Iowa. The Iowa does not have his guns pointed at me at the moment. See if we can't get a fire started on him. still looking for that Kagero. Now they have 2 caps. We're still up on points, but they have a ship advantage on us. But it won't last with them gaining 6 points to R3. And I'm really doing what I can to get back with my teammates. We got a fire on the Iowa. If you notice my pins, my shell hits they're not a lot of shatters. I get a lot of pins because of my setup. The Kutuzov will pin most of its shots. And when you get a pin, you get fires. Now I have that Iowa burning in 3 spots. And there's 7 pins. 7 out of 12 shots hit and 7 pinned. And the Iowa just gets a chunk out of me, over pin. And there's 3 fires on the Iowa. Now I decide to smoke up here and just lay havoc to him. 11 shots hit out of 12, 8 pins. And of course now I lose my vision. I get it back. Get frustrated with that. I need really good spotters here. Now we're down 3 ships to 5, and they still have a destroyer, and I am just going havoc on this Iowa. He's put out his fires. But every 7.5 seconds, I've got another salvo coming at him. And I get pit, and there's another fire. We're at 100,000 damage now. He's taking pot shots at me. There's his death. He's aiming at the muzzle flashes I was leaving in my smoke. And he actually got a good hit in there. I popped my heel. I still have 45 seconds in the smoke, and they are just going for the muzzle flashes. I can't blame them. And I set the Gneisenau on fire. Unfortunately, I didn't get the kill. Can't get all the kills. I'm just trying to do my work. There's the Kagero. Trying to get some damage out, get him gone. He is the biggest problem we have. Now, I didn't hit him, but my shells were going to get there. But thank God the Richelieu got him. Now, their Nagato is so far away, he can't help them. So we got the Bismarck, and we've turned the scores around on ships. We're now up 3-2. And I'm working the Bismarck with everything I have. Making sure I don't run anything. Get a fire on the Bismarck. That's 13 fires right there. "14 fires with the high caliber. And the kill. Putting him out of his misery. 118,000 damage. Now we got the Nagato. And he is full health. We have 1 base. And the points advantage. And they have 2 bases. And a full health ship. I'm at half health. The Gneisenau's at 85, 90% health. And our other ship is about to die. And there he goes to fire. Bismarck secondary, set him on fire. And I want to stay with this guy, but I also don't want to die. And I don't know exactly which way that Nagato's going. So I want to stop the bleeding on points, so I'm heading towards the cap. And I figure I'll head towards the tip of that island in case he comes this way. And if he goes the other way, I can cut towards the tip of the island and get myself into some protection. And the Nagato pops up. I'm giving a lot of broadside here, but he doesn't see me, and I'll get a couple shots off before he gets his guns trained. And there's one salvo off with a fire. Now I'm in the base, so I stopped the cap counting for them. Now he's training his guns towards me, but he can't get his over that island because I can barely get mine over that island. We got another fire on him. He's burning away. Kutuzov put torpedoes out, but nothing hit. And he got me, but luckily no citadels. And another fire. He put his fires out. I'll reset them all day long with this build. Got another set into him and we're under a minute now. Giving him less angle to shoot at. Trying to get around this island. And that should be the last salvo right there for the win. On the battle results screen, we come up with 156,000 damage, 3,200 XP, top of the leaderboard with 3 kills, taking home 319,000 credits. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time.